Hello there! Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, are you still figuring out how to be a 5-star English tutor? I guess this video might help you somehow. So keep watching. All right, next. I was able to take lessons calmly with a gentle teacher. Thank you very much. So there we go. To be an online English teacher, we need to be calm and gentle to them, especially that Japanese are very respectful and they really are, I guess, they would consider teacher who are calm and gentle. But there was fun, and so that's it. What I want to say is the rapport. Yeah, rapport. Very important point. I also learned this in Akansat, the rapport. What do we mean by rapport? If this when you say hi to the student in the first like conversation, it's like, "Hi, can you hear me?" And he said, "Hi." So he's very soft voice, gentle voice. So you need to mirror that. You need to copy his or her energy. If he or she is soft spoken, then we also have to be soft spoken. But when you say hi teacher, when he is also like that, like you need to also level up his that kind of energy. So yeah, you need to be flexible, guys. Mirroring and building rapport is the key to um, being connected with a student. Next, he was a very easy to speak teacher with a friendly atmosphere. There we go. So we are not just a tutor to them, we should be friends with them. So I'm not sure how it meant to be friendly. I think uh, like you are having fun in the class and you are really giving the lesson life or meaning, not just they are learning, but they are enjoying the article. Just like friends, you're talking with friends, you are commenting on a story and it's funny. Like, I find it really funny that. So you also give your own feedback with the article. Yeah, be friendly. Next. It teaches me how to pronounce properly and it's very polite and easy to understand. There you go. So give them feedback on how to pronounce properly and be polite in giving that. And yeah, this point, easy to understand. When you follow Cambridge Dictionary, it's a very difficult explanation. So the best point here is define it in your own words. Oh my god, it's the very difficult part, but you have to, like, you just don't take Google to describe it in your own give the meaning in your own words, as simple as you can. Okay, hindi yung pang nosebleed or pang Miss Universe na explanation. When you explain words, explain it on your own and make it very very simple. Yeah. Next, hi Abby. It was nice talking to you during the lesson. I didn't feel like this was a first lesson with you somehow, and that makes me so relaxed, like speaking someone. Anyway, I had such a good 25 minutes this evening. Thank you again for your fun lesson. See you soon. Because we just laugh a lot. If I noticed that the student likes to laugh, like likes to have fun, I crack them out. So I really dive into it and always try to have fun. Like, not because like you're just pretending that it's funny, but you yourself should also enjoy the lesson. You yourself should also enjoy the article itself. You appreciate the article and yeah, not just learning the words, reading it, but try to enjoy reading the article or yeah, reading the dialogue examples. I think that's the reason why they say it's fun. All right, next. He is a fun, yeah, it's always fun. Teacher speaks the story, spreads the story rather. Communication is good, and it is the best. spreads the story. I would like to point that out. So maybe what he meant was there is a story we are reading, and like you try to extend the story, give more examples. Yeah. Next, explain carefully using chat. See? Chat. They really appreciate if you type on the chat box some important points or some things she or he needs to improve. Again, remember, give her sentence. Let's say, he said that I go to school or I go to the beach yesterday. So you type that I go to the beach yesterday while she is talking. So be quiet first and then write the correct sentence. I went to the beach yesterday. Boom, send it to her. So I just noticed that you said in your sentence, I go to the beach yesterday. So you should say like this, I went to the beach yesterday. So it should be went because it's in the past tense. It's yesterday. Is that okay? Yeah. So put the corrections in the chat box. Not just the correction, but the sentence you corrected. All right. Next one is I enjoyed learning daily news today. She gave me a productive lesson, making some sentences with new words. It was a little bit difficult but essential. I found I want to book her lesson again. Oh my god. So guys, not all the time you can ask the student to make her own sentence. I just noticed with this student, like she or he can do it. She's like intermediate advanced. So I tested her if, let's say we have a vocabulary, and then let's say it talks about like leisure time. So leisure, and then explanation and example, right? And then how about you? Can you use this word in your own sentence? Yeah, so I ask them to use it in their own sentence. Or what I do is I ask a question. Let's say we read about leisure, and then I would ask a question using that word. I would say, so how about you? What is your what do you do in your leisure time? So if he answered me correctly, then it means he really understand the word. So yeah, so try to extend the vocabulary, try to make it applicable to them. I don't know how. Yes, that's it. She is a kind and calm. I enjoy talking to her because she asked me a lot with smiles. All right. So when you ask a question, always bring that smile. And what I do is while she or he is reading the article, I still smile while nodding my head. Great. Yeah. So always keep that smile, not because you're faking it or fake it until you make it, but I don't know why I smile. Maybe because I enjoy that she or he can pronounce it well, she's trying her best. I really appreciate those efforts. That's why it makes me smile. It makes me proud. That's why I smile. All right, so she's looking forward for another lesson. Thank you. Next, he was a cheerful teacher. It was good at excitement. Oh, okay. Cheerful. Let's write that out. Fun, cheerful. Yeah. So you also put your emotion to the, oh, let's say it's about technology. Let's say a flying car. That's the article. Oh my god, I'm so excited with this one too. I hope it will also be in the Philippines. I would really love to go to Boracay anytime I want. So also feel your own, share your own excitement to about the lesson or the article. And para bang you are influencing or encouraging his or her to also express his or her emotion. Para bang you are luring him or her to also express such excitement about the article, right? Next, he spoke very calmly with clear pronunciation, so was able to take lessons without being nervous. Even if it was nice to meet you, it's very helpful because he chewed up what I said and entered it in the chat and corrected it. I used the daily news, but the lesson went smoothly because he identified my level and responded flexibly. I remember this class. She really gave her best to make her own sentence and expand her sentence by giving a lot of examples. So every time she is talking and I notice some grammar mistakes, while she is talking, I am silently writing some points that I need to correct later. And after that, I send it to her, and he would see, oh, I made that mistake, and he will see that in the chat box. And I will say, okay, let's go through that sentence you mentioned a while ago. So you said like this, blah blah blah, and it should be, or you should say, yeah. So every time she is talking or answering, I am silently writing her sentences on the chat box. Yeah. So she really enjoyed that. Next, I'm glad you talk slowly. I was able to understand the words I didn't hear by typing them in the chat. Okay. Especially for beginners, you can also see it like there she only had like 7 classes or 10 classes yet or lessons. So in your mind, she or he is really a beginner. So you need to adjust how you speak, make it slower. Okay, so we should be a flexible teacher. We should gauge if they are a beginner. You can notice that when she like after he or he introduced himself. When you notice that she is really like slow or still learning to speak, so try to also level up with him or her. So make it slower. Yeah, pacing with him or her. Thank you for the interesting lesson. I'm really grateful for learning a lot from you. I'll do a review of our lesson. Yeah, so they are encouraged to review. Next, he politely commented on his opinion and pointed out pronunciation mistakes and habits. Let me point out the habits. So sometimes they have a habit like they would say, eto, ano, nega Korean. So they have habits they do while making their sentences. So try to point that out. You can say, I noticed that every time you're thinking something, you say this expression. Uh, you, to make that in English, you can say, let me think about it. That's a good question. So the fillers. So teach them some fillers to say every time they are like preparing for their answer. So there are other habits they do. So yeah, try to also be honest to them because they are here to improve. Okay? So there are many more comments. This is January. So I still have February, March. So I think they are common. So let's sum it up. So there we go. We highlighted some points. So first, fun with a smile, right? Cheerful and using the chat box. Easy to understand. What else? I think those are important points. Speak slowly, but it depends. And then expand the lesson. Okay. Point out what they are good at and what they need to improve. Pronunciation correction and how to improve it. So these are the major points that I can share with you why students gave me 5-star. So you can apply that to your classes. Yes. So maybe next time I would also include a sample class. I hope I can do it with an adult so that you can see an example. Okay. So I hope that helped you. If you have other questions or concerns, just drop it in the comment section and I will try my best to answer those, to cater those questions or comments as soon as I can. And I would like also to thank my super chatter, yes, and my additional channel members. Thank you all guys for supporting me until now, and see you again on my next upload. Bye bye.